signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun? Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy?
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is November 6, 2022. It is 9:26 a.m. No, 9:26 p.m. I got up, I was knocked out on the couch and everybody else went to sleep, and I have the house, it's quiet right now, so I was like, you know what, the stuff that I had bookmarked for me to do later on in a couple hours, I might as well start recording. Alright, so new subscribers, welcome. And yesterday, oh my god, I keep saying yesterday, this morning, I think it was this afternoon, I put this video out. I finished edited quickly and then put it out. There's two parts to it. The other part is gonna be, I'll tell you, where did I put it? Which one was it? I think it was this, yeah, that one, November 20th. It's already approved and everything, but I have so many others that needs to be made public before that, so I have other things. Okay, so let's go on Twitter. I have some tweets to share with you. This one I just saw and I decided to add it and then just leave it on the screen for me to share it with you. Okay, so let's get going. Meghan will always be successful with or without title simply because she is clever. She is more intellectually sound than any member of the royal family. This is just a fact. This is the thing that I've been saying. They keep on saying titles. I don't know. They think they're trying to hurt Meghan about title. But when you look at it, Meghan was doing so much before she even got into the royal family. So taking titles away, it's not gonna hurt Meghan at all. Not one bit. She doesn't even recognize the freaking titles. Okay? So, and she already told us the only title she cares about is being a mom. And that nobody can take it away from her. All right, the royal family with the help of God. All right, the royal family keep bragging about titles. There it is. They can strip Harry and Meghan all those titles they are whining about, and Harry and Meghan will still be major success. There's the heart. It's not title that makes someone successful. It's the character and the intellectual behind that character. Exactly.
But what I remind him is that no matter what you want to be when you grow up, it's your character that matters most.
All right. They need to ask Edward and Fergie and Andrew. The Queen had to pay back rent and evict him. Okay. There's this 100% true. Meghan Markle named the most intelligent British royal in new study. Yep, I think I covered this in one video. Okay, that was based on the ranking of the university and not on Meghan Markle actual academic performance. You know what? They could make, if they even go there in terms of academic performance, if they really truly want to go there, they could, because Meghan will still be on top of that. Because the others, I don't know how the hell they pass their classes, because some of the things that I'm seeing, even the future, you know, the heir to the throne, when you look at some of the things he be saying, I don't know. It's like they pay for the damn freaking whatever it is. In my humble opinion, I think he even wanted to quit. He didn't even want to finish. Okay, let's see this one. OMG, what the hell are you talking about? That's the person who created that tweet. Okay, more denial. That's exactly that. They're denying their actual fact. Guys, they are trying to deny her. I mean, we've been new, and with our prayers, it's not gonna happen. What does that mean? Is it because Diana never passed her qualification? Diana was classy. So is Meghan. That's not what they're talking about. I know what she's talking about, but I don't want to put it in the universe. Okay, I pray King Charles III take Duchess Meghan's and Prince Harry's title away from them so fast their heads will be spinning. If they have any marketable skills, let them earn their money that way instead of trashing our beloved monarchy. For all I know, they could do it. We wish them well in a different path. You know what? With our prayers, the path that God set for them, that's what's gonna happen. Alright, Charles can't remove titles. He can only ask for agreement not to use titles. Parliament has to create legislation to remove titles, and the reason has to be more than the trash royal, because media and news trash royals and the monarchy daily. Alright, so they're just creating their little narrative, and I don't know why they on the Sussex squad's timeline and stuff like that. Alright, so they just create denial after denial. Next tweet, and this is where I start with my list that I had already. Okay, take your title. Oh, still about titles. I forgot about it. Take your titles and shove it. Go on. Prince Harry has been telling you for years. Content warning. Devil Levine speaks. All right, 56 seconds. Let's see here.
A reluctant prince.
And during that period of frustration, did you ever wish that you weren't a prince?
I wish that quite a lot, actually.
But, you know, it's something I'd love to do.
He's been telling them over and over again, he doesn't even want to be their prince. But yet, you know, there's one tweet that I came across where one of the squad says he doesn't even want to be a prince. He only wants to be a husband to Meghan. Something like that, in that sense. I'm not putting it exactly. I'm paraphrasing, let's just say.
And you know, now I've had the chance once, I suppose I've got quite into it, and at the end of the day, if you join the army, you expect to go on operations. I don't want to sit around at Windsor because I just generally don't like England that much. And
he's been telling, that was way before Meghan, he doesn't like England. This guy rather go to war than sitting around England.
And you know, it's nice to be away from all the press and the papers and the general shite that they write.
Time in my life with my head buried in the sand, you know, thinking I don't want to be Prince Harry, I don't want this responsibility, I don't want this role. You know, look what's happened to my mother.
There
you know,
it is.
Why does this have to happen to me?
Harry even considered a drastic move.
Prince Harry got so low that...
This is the warning she gave us. Content warning. Devil Levine speaks. They all knew what he was all about, but yet they want to spin it in a different thing. Completely what he's trying to tell us.
He decided at one point that he might leave the royal family.
He's living this life that he's been born into. It's not his choice. And I think he felt at times very cross about that.
He's been telling them, there's me 7 hours ago. They knew, yet they pretend they didn't know. Thank God Harry saw all the BS and stuck to his principle. I told people like that. Angela Levine knew Harry wanted to leave the royal family, so why was she blaming it on Meghan? That's the thing. Let's see what some other people, because Meghan bashing, lies, and oh please, what kind of lie? You guys keep on saying she lied, but what kind of a lie? I don't even need to read this one. Okay, I always said this man just needed the right wife to jump with him, and he found her. I think so too. All right. Meghan's husband, Prince Harry, knew that there was that special woman out there worth waiting for. Yeah, and I think I've said this thing in a different sense where, you know, he wanted a woman who didn't really mesmerized by titles and the prince and all of that. So he wanted someone who saw him as Harry when the time comes to jump ship, so they don't have to be in, rather be being, how do you call this? Not blame, trashed. I guess I would say, rather than being trashed by the media, just to and stay over there just for the sake of being known as princess this, princess. Meghan doesn't care about any of that.
And it's so interesting because we talk about it now, and even then, because I'm from the States, you don't grow up with the same understanding of the royal family, and so while I now understand very clearly there's a global interest there, I didn't know much about him, and so the only thing that I had asked her when she said she wanted to set us up was, I had one question. I said, well, is he nice? Because if he wasn't kind, it didn't seem like it would make sense, and so we went and met for a drink, and then I think very quickly into that we said, well, what are we doing tomorrow? We should meet again.
What are we doing tomorrow? Let's meet again. And then it was like, right, diaries. We need to get the diaries out and find out how we're going to make this work, because I was off to Africa for a month. She was working, and we just said, right, where's the gap? And the gap happened to be in the perfect place.
Okay, so as soon as he find that woman, he just jump ship when things, is not going fairly. Meghan's husband, Prince Harry, knew that there was that special woman out there worth waiting for. All right, 1 minute and 36 seconds. I hope there's no music behind it.
When you think, right, now's the time to settle
there
down.
There is a
now's
music.
not whatever the way it is, but I don't think you can force these things. It'll happen when it's going to happen. Of course, I'd love to have kids right now, but there's a process that one has to go through.
Wow.
Hopefully, I'm doing all right by myself. It would be great to have someone else next to me, to share the pressure. But time will come.
Wow, I never heard him said that. He's pretty much saying what he was looking for. His head was on his shoulder. He truly, some of the thing I said was just humble opinion. I can't believe he's saying this. Let me bookmark this. I didn't know that. This is the first time I'm seeing this. If I saw the original recording, oh my God, the squad are good. Let me move it back a little bit. Well, pretty much. Let's start from the beginning again.
When you think, right, now's the time to settle down, or now's not whatever the way it is, but I don't think you can force these things. It'll happen when it's going to happen. Of course, I'd love to have kids right now, but there's a process that one has to go through.
There's a process one has to go through. So he definitely was looking for the right person. Yeah. I'm shocked because these are some of the things I was saying without even aware of this video.
And then we met once and then twice back to back, 2 dates in London last July.
Yes.
Beginning of July. And then it was, I think, about 3, maybe 4 weeks later that I managed to persuade her to come and join me in Botswana.
I'ma just scoot on over and let you whack him. Get him again. Get him for me.
And we camped out with each other under the stars, and she came and joined me for 5 days out there, which was absolutely fantastic. So then we were really by ourselves.
I'ma just scoot on over and let you whack him. Get him again. Get him for me.
Which was crucial to me.
There's a process that one has to go through.
Which was crucial to me to make sure that we had a chance to get to know each other.
Yeah.
I know the fact that she'll be really unbelievably good at the job part of it as well.
There's a process that one has to go through.
It's obviously a huge relief to me because she'll be able to deal with everything else that comes with it.
There's a process that one has to go through.
But no, you know, we're a fantastic team. We know we are, and we hope to, you know, over time, try and have as much impact for all the things that we care about as much as possible.
Hopefully I'm doing all right by myself. It would be great to have someone else next to me to share the pressure, but...
To share the pressure. Wow.
I know the fact that she'll be really unbelievably good at the job part of it as well. It's obviously a huge relief to me because she'll be able to deal with everything else that comes with it. But no, you know, we're a fantastic team. We know we are. And
to share the pressure. This is why I keep on saying, Harry is Meghan's baggage. There's no way another woman will be able to deal with all of those BS. I know for sure I won't be able to deal with it, because when people piss me off, I'm off the ground. Human decency is out the window. I fight fire with fire. Oh my God.
You know, time will come. Whatever happens, happens, I guess.
Wow. Meghan went to the process for him. He knew what he wanted. There's a music. There's a music. So if you don't hear anything, that's because I muted. As I'm watching this, there's a music, that's why I muted. There's a process. So Meghan passed that process for him. This is nice. This is very nice. Okay, to hear him and think he was willing to stay with his wife to support his brother, embrace the role, the good, and all he asked was breathing room and acceptance of her in exchange. They do not deserve him. That's exactly, this is very well put. Okay, not one bit. Yep, yet they blame Meghan for him leaving. It proves they know the truth, but this is exactly what I put in my comment. It proves they know the truth, but just want to blame his wife. Yeah, I mean, that's the way these people are. Alright, because they are racist piece of, you know what? How dare Harry leave Salty Island to protect his half-black wife and baby. Alright? Because, you know what? These people, the institution, they're not human. They're like a freaking robot. There's no feeling behind them. So when things like that happen, they act like a freaking machine. Okay, love about Angela Levin, disclaimer. Okay, love the book. She makes me wanna puke, but she knew back then he wanted to leave, so now everyone is acting surprised. The spare Prince Harry never waved once about how he felt about the UK and royal duties and his intention if ever giving the opportunity. Good King Harry. This is the thing, they're making the decision for him, helping him make the decision he always wanted to make, because they're making life a living hell for him, so they're making the decision easy for him. That's what I see them doing. They're doing all of this thinking they're gonna hurt him, or perhaps they think that Meghan is marry Harry just for titles and all of that. But all of the nonsense that they're throwing out there, Harry been saying it. I've been following Prince Harry. He was beyond his mother's coffin. Okay, yeah, beyond, or maybe behind his mother's coffin. I watched him say a lot about leaving one day. He said no one wants to be in the kingdom. They do it for the country. No. And he's the only one who actually appreciate the the money, the taxpayers' money, because he was giving so much back in return, even though he was not in control of the money that the taxpayers was giving.
How do you understand it to begin with? How do you know that that's a part of your destiny?
Well, we don't, put it this way, we don't all sit in a room with a queen and a blackboard going. It's a kind of, I don't know, I think it's, I wouldn't say it's in our blood, but at the same time I think it's over history and watching our parents, watching our grandparents. So you make mistakes, like we all have, and then slowly you find your way and you start to realize that you've got an incredible platform to make really positive change.
Did you always embrace this role and responsibility?
No, I don't think I understood it. I think what happened to my mum probably put me a step back, thinking, well, how could someone who did so much for the world and did so much for everybody else could be treated like that by a certain institution? So it takes a bit of getting used to, but as I said, you know, it's once you understand the privileged position that you're in, you've then got to spend the rest of your life earning that privilege. Once you understand the privileged position that you're in, you've then got to spend the rest of your life earning that privilege and giving back. Earning that privilege and giving back, and also gaining the trust and respect of the general public, and then using that position for good.
Alright, so he was there to support the monarch, but yet they trash him. Okay, I love the disclaimer. This is very hard to bear after what happened to his mom. Receipt. Exactly. I can't blame him. He was only 12 or 13 when his mom passed away. The most formative years of one's life, an unbearable pain that you're forced to carry through life. His new family has been an inspiration for him to live and learn from the past tragedies. He's blossoming beautifully. Yeah, that's definitely. Okay, I ain't mad at him at all. Of course, 55 to 65, why the secrecy? Oh my God. Let's see here. There's the skull at Levine. The British royal brand used to be the gold standard. After the Queen passed, not even one good speaker was left. Check Spain. That's exactly that. That's true. Okay, this is just making them even more famous. Excellent. Can't until the book comes out. 1010, Harry and Meghan. Okay, see ya. You do not understand these people are very worried about how better and bigger Harry and Meghan are. This is great. They can't stop talking about best couple in the world. Okay, I can't read that. Thank you for this video. And endless to say, I concur. I will only add in the word bloody as in, take your bloody titles and shove it. After this, that's it. Whatever is on the screen. Oh, I finished with it. Okay, OMG, Angela Levine had this context all along. If she was a journalist worth her salt, she will put the Harry and Meghan exit story in its proper context. But she couldn't resist the urge to blame the biracial woman. Evil. Okay, nobody is stopping him. Let him hand them back. No. This was a gift. Okay, this was a gift that was given to him by the Queen. Okay, because you guys keep on saying disrespecting the Queen. This is something the Queen gave him. Okay, so if you guys want it, do the proper step that is required by law in the UK to do it, to take it away. All right, because that was a gift that was given to him. Yet the same way the gift of the Frogmore. Okay, but you guys keep on saying all of the stuff. They decided to pay it back because it was part of the taxpayers, I don't know, to renovate whatever. Okay, but this is a title that was given to him by the Queen. So now you guys need to do the proper step to remove it, because you guys want to feel good, you want to sleep well at night. Go do what is required to do that. Okay, that was something that was given to him. Okay, let's see now successful he is without them. Okay, Harry and Meghan have been doing a lot, so much more. A lot. If it is the title, okay, let's be common sense here. If it is the title that is making them who they are, how come the other royals are not successful? Luckily, I have a video that I did with, what's his name? Edward, the Ardent production. All right, this is a video I did way back, maybe 2 years ago. Okay, if title makes a person, how come his thing wasn't successful? Because there was a lot of money, millions, that was poured onto his business, that Ardent Production, when he first started? How come he's not successful? Huh? How come the other royals are not successful? Okay? Off you go, Harry. There are many who will dare you to. No, we're not gonna take that, because this is something that was given to him. Because you guys know you cannot take it away from him just like that. Okay? You're trying to dare him. And then what's gonna be your next issue after he gave it away? You guys gonna create something else for him to deal with. So now you're stuck with that. Stuck with this narrative about the title. Stuck with it. Do what you need to do to make you sleep well at night to take it away from him.
Harry and Meghan are incredibly marketable. I'd call them the new young Obamas. They're going to make an ungodly amount of money, and you know what? They literally could become billionaires. Money, and you know what? They literally could become billionaires. They literally could become billionaires over the next 20 years. If either of them came on Shark Tank, I wouldn't even wait for them to pitch. I'd be like, I'm in, whatever you want, yes, because they are so marketable. It'll be so easy to develop products and projects for them, with them, and around them. It'd be, yes. Can you hook it up?
Okay, because that was something that was given to him. Okay, why should he hand them back? He's born prince, not a riffraff like you. All right, let's see, there's 3 comments under it. Okay, I just read that. I didn't mention his birthright, however. Oh God, all right, let me not even bother. If you see it, you see it. Let's go to the next tweet. These people. All right, once Harry give that away, it's gonna be another issue, and then another, and then another. All right, next tweet. It's too early to laugh this hard. Eden is hinting that they have a big thing coming, and the Rangers are over the moon that it's about Meghan. Who else remembers when Piers, before his massively popular TV show, told us that he had received on Meghan, and the Rangers form a juggling circle. All right, with our prayers, we're gonna make sure Harry and Meghan, specifically Meghan, do what the Lord intended her to do. All right, to stay on track, stay on course. All right, with God's help, setting the path. Only God knows, nobody else. Okay, how they want people to always be, yeah, like anticipating, hoping, and waiting with anticipation, and then come out nothing. All right, that's me who responded to people like this. Okay, it could never be about Meghan. Any exclusive about them will be out before he got it. It was obvious some nonsense in the UK. Yeah, they're creating, they're stirring. Each time they throw their nonsense out, okay, it then come out, or it then received the way that they wanted. So they go back to the drawing board to create something else. All right. I know, right? He's hooking and the Rangers like Piers did. I'm still waiting for Piers' receipt. Okay, I actually hate these people. All right. Their book distracting again. Don't bite. Don't bite, ladies. Complete silence. Exactly. I guess this is the squirrel that they're looking for.
You desired squirrel.
Squirrels. Okay, for people. What is it? Oh, maybe because the archetype is coming this Tuesday, so they create something to distract people. Squirrel. From Omid's column today, quote, a spokesperson for the book, which will be released 1 month after the Sussex's forthcoming Netflix docuseries drops, adds that the intimate memoir will also, quote, share the joy he has found in being a husband and father, end quote. The Crown will be on Netflix tomorrow. Today's the 6th. Isn't it the 9th? Okay, I keep on confusing with the time. All right. The Crown will be on Netflix tomorrow, and then Harry and Meghan's docuseries in December, and memoir in January. Harry and Meghan, there's that. Okay, but I thought the expert claimed that Harry is not happy. I'm saying this because of the last part. Share the joy he has found in being a husband and father. That's what mostly I was making reference to with my emojis. Okay, we are feasting. Wait, 1 month after, should we read that specifically as December 10th, or just vaguely as sometimes in December? Okay, in the beginning, Harry said it was about his journey. The royal said otherwise. That's the thing. He says what he told to say by his controller, Markle. Whatever. Alright, Harry is his own man. But thank you for making Meghan looks very powerful. You know what? Let's... Yeah. Thank you for making Meghan Markle look very powerful. Harry, oh, that's supposed to be uppercase. Oh, Harry is his own man. Okay. Alright, so that's it. Let's go to the next tweet. Okay, Harry must be thrilled to work with a competent team for the first time in his life. Desmond responded, definitely. I just love that for him. Yep, absolutely no leaks. And they don't respond to no foolishness. I love it. Okay, there's this. A team he can trust. Yep, that's definitely. Alright, that was quick. Next tweet. Okay, British media have on numerous occasions said Sussexes were lying that they were always part of the Slam monarchy. Haven't they been abusing Harry for months, urging him to leave his wife and children because his father and brother need him to work? There's the thinking face. Okay, he wished for a much slimmed down monarchy under his reign. Like the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, his brother was not believed to be part of that. For more on this story. Okay, is there more beyond? Yep, that was it. Okay, there's this. In 20 years will have happened the same with Harry sideline to make way to George and Charlotte, young brother. They probably will just keep on using Harry. Okay, if Harry never had someone or did not carve out his own path, they probably will just keep on using Harry. All right, to make all the others look good. All right, because that's what was happening throughout since Meghan was over there. So once this was a formula for them. Okay. If they had stayed quiet and then do what they do, you know, to carve out their own path, this was a winning formula for them to keep on bashing Harry and Meghan if they had stayed. Keep on bashing them, and make the rest of the royal family look good. All right. And Harry knew this. He even says so in an interview in 2018 that he needed to make an impact because in 15 years he have to make way. Okay. And the thing is that I don't know, the brother, I don't think he truly understands his position. Okay, he knows he got the bigger prize. He's gonna be king. But he didn't see that Harry was willing to help him. And then when it comes to bashing, well, then again, this is what happened when you never been reprimanded for anything you done. Alright, especially when you do something wrong, but nobody reprimand you for it. Instead, they elevate you to higher ground. So at some point, you know, this was gonna happen. It's gonna be tougher for him later on. Okay, what's came down monarchy, they keep adding people. Then the list remained at 11 working royal. A couple of videos ago, sometimes early this month or something, last month I should say, someone had passed, and instead of them going, they sent something Parkable, Camilla's ex-husband to that particular event. I'm like, what the F? Jeez. The family uses the press to bully Harry, and it makes no sense because it doesn't work. Because we fought back. It was working for them. That was their winning formula. It used to work for them until the Sussex squad came along and do the pushback. Okay? You will think they will tell the media to back off and not antagonize him before his press tour. It's like the media wants Harry to spill tea and take down the family. I've been saying that. Even the people around the royal family, it seems like they're doing things to make the royal family self-destruct. I've been saying this. Alright, British media, royal rats want any excuse to say Harry and Meghan can be trusted. They really want to destroy Harry and Meghan's reputation and prevent them from getting paid millions. This is another thing I've said a long time ago. When people's reputation is being is tarnished, and I think I give in one instances of Johnny Depp. Okay, look when the wife was, you know, telling the world that he was a wife beater. All right, they printed out on newspapers and all of that. He lose a lot of roles. He even Captain Pharaoh from that was something of the Caribbean. He lost a lot of roles and many other lucrative deals. A lot of people drop him because of the tarnished reputation. And this is why he had to fight the defamation. And thank God he won. And then the jurors saw what, you know, the truth pretty much. So when the royal family know that, they know the blueprint of things. But the reason the tarnishing of Harry and Meghan is not working anymore is because the Sussex Squad is doing the pushback. There's people who actually wrote articles about the Sussex Squad. Especially, I've shared on my community board. What was it? They wrote an article about the Sussex Squad because of Meghan Kelly, who said something about Meghan and Markle for calling Harry, her husband. Okay, the squad went at work. I even did a video, showing you why, Harry is Meghan's husband. So they wrote about the Sussex Squad for doing the pushback because of what Meghan Kelly said. So it's because of the pushback from the Sussex Squad. The blueprint, okay, the royal family blueprint is no longer working because we read through their BS and we shred their BS apart. We tell the world this is not what the Sussexes are all about. And this is what the royal family intention met with their, garbage headline that they put out. Okay, British media and royal rights want any excuse to say Harry and Meghan can be trusted. They really want to destroy Harry and Meghan's reputation and prevent them, this is the key here, prevent them from getting paid millions and billions of dollars. That's the end game. Destroy Meghan's reputation and Harry's come back to the firm to work. Alright, Harry is done. Alright. This is exactly that's exactly what they're trying to do. Yep, that's why they're obsessed with their Spotify and Netflix contracts, but they don't even realize that Harry and Meghan's money is cooking in multiple pots. Plus the fact that they have been so successful in the midst of the pandemic shows what the royal family lost. At this point, I need Harry and Meghan to mentor me. Yeah, I even said during the pandemic, many of us were just sitting back, chill and whatever, gaining some pounds and all of that. But Harry and Meghan were working hard. Yep, okay, mentor me too. There's that. They lie so much, they forget their own lies. Harry was always part of the slimmed down monarchy as the monarchy's second son. He only has two. It was only when Meghan outshone them all that Charles got Diana flashback and decided to cut Harry out of it. Alright, that claim makes no sense. So his lineup of working rules will have been to 70 something to work shy 40 something. So many typos. When it comes to to Twitter, believe me, I don't think really grammar really matters because they give you a limited amount of character to write your thought, but sometimes you run out of character and you don't want to write a freaking biography to write a simple thought. Okay, the problem, there's the thinking, is the quality of the slim down team made of, let's face it, a bunch of dull, unengaged mannequin and aging, bear, don't cut the mustard and they know it. I think they may beg the help of B and husband. Beatrice, what is it? Well, I don't know. It's up to them. Okay, I'm thinking of the wrong one. Okay, the one that I'm thinking of is the one who had dinner with Harry and Meghan. Who's that? Is that Beatrice or what's the other sister name? I forgot. The one who pretty much had dinner with Harry and Meghan. They know they should not even be back in this. Okay, this tweet is from account I black. Alright. Okay, I was gonna say after what's on the screen, that's it, but that's it. Okay, Charles and Wills want Harry to do the work for them. They don't want Harry to be happy. They want Harry to spend the rest of his life being their scapegoat and punching bag. Chuck will happily destroy Harry's marriage and his relationship with his children to fit into his plan. Exactly. Charles have no freaking moral compass, no feeling, nothing. This is a freaking robot over there. Alright, exactly. He will destroy Harry in a second. Pretty much, as far as I'm concerned, I don't even think Charles see Harry as a living person because the minute he cut his security, he didn't want Harry to live. Okay, that's my humble opinion. There's this here from account I black. Alright, I'm not even gonna view it. And what a sweet bed he has with Meghan by his side and two adorable babies is what we all wish for in our lives, to be happy and in a loving relationship. Back in the UK, he was a third wheel, two Wills and Kate. I think I will pick Harry as my hubby any day rather than Will. Looking at this picture right here, where Harry is pretty much guiding William what he should do in the moment. That remind me when during the Queen's death, when all four of them went to look at the flowers and all of that, and then they bring the guru guy, the PR guy. So when Harry was part of the institution, Harry was the PR guy for them. When they go out all together, so Harry was the one to dictate to William what he should do, because William is a freaking airhead. He can think logically. He goes to a charity, he's telling the charity, he brings a smile. What the F is a smile gonna do to a charity place?
I'm sorry we can only come and give words and comfort, but we are thinking about you the whole time and we really care about what's going on. So
sometimes it's that's more than financial.
Well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So, you know.
So there's Harry there telling him, what about your wife? Okay? Look at Harry's face. Look all shocked. What about your wife? Look at her. Look all, I don't know. Whatever. A slimmed down monarchy that include his wife, ex-husband, and her children. Let's go to the next tweet. Okay. Next tweet. Let's this here. People really have a problem with a black woman being loved, and many of those people with that problem are black men. Really? Okay, I never thought of it that way. Really? Okay, if you wanted it, you should have put a ring on it. What was it? That was something I saw on Twitter. I don't think I bookmarked it to share it with you. There was this guy who got married with his fiance, obviously. They've been together for 15 years. 15 years. And when they finally made it to the altar, the wife, I think it was a video that I was watching. She blew something while she was at the altar. I guess she waited too long. Okay, that's what came to mind as I read this. Lies. Okay, black men are toxic. We can't put all of them under the same umbrella. Not all black men. Like for instance, I can't believe I remember his name. Russell Wilson, that quarterback for what's that? The one who married with Sierra. Alright? So not all black men. Alright? There are a lot the same way in any race and any ethnicity. There's always one or two, but not all. Let's not put all of them under the same umbrella. Okay, black men are toxic, primarily raised by their single moms, but still identify with their trifling fathers that only want black women who are long and suffering. They can stand I don't know. You guys could read the rest. I don't think so. Not all. I don't know. Not all black men. Okay. If I had read some of this, maybe I will not put this. But since I have it, I'll put it. But I don't agree with that. All right. Next tweet. Royalists don't appreciate her. And by the way, there's a man, one of my friend who's Filipino, who marry a black man. That guy is very well. And there's another one also. What part of Africa he's from? I don't remember which part. But he married another person from a white lady. I forgot which. I think from the Netherlands. I think it's from the Netherlands she's from. He's a lawyer, and I don't know what the wife does. Very well. He take care of his family. So I don't know. You know what? Let me leave that alone. Okay, royalists don't appreciate how soft the crown is. Like every other portrayal, they didn't cast with actual ages. Diana, as in royal, is portrayed as naive instead of a 19-year-old used by a 32-year-old for her virginity, while still giving gifts and calling Camilla even on their honeymoon. Even Diana said they took her as, because she didn't take certain classes, they took her as an idiot, this kind of thing. I'm paraphrasing. I have the clip, but I'll put it.
I was portrayed in the media at that time, if I remember rightly, as someone, because I hadn't passed any O-levels and taken any A-levels, I was stupid. And I made the grave mistake once of saying to a child I was thick as a plank in order to ease the child's nervousness, of which it did. But that headline went all around the world. And I rather regret saying it.
Okay, the crown returns November 9th. That's what I thought. In 3 days, was it? Oh, it's this week. Oh my God, it's this week. I have to make time to watch the first episode. All right, let's see here. Let's see.
In light of the events of the last 12 months, perhaps I have more to reflect on than most.
Okay, I think I did a review on that. There's a video that I made a review of it, this particular thing. I don't know. You know, since I started, let's finish it.
The royal family is in genuine crisis.
Have royals and the thing with the royal family, they like to defend. They don't know any peace. When somebody's in peace, they like to disturb them, their mental well-being. But for them, they part of that. They love to disturb other people's peace of mind. That's what came to mind when I heard that. Let's continue.
Scandals damaged the country's reputation. The House of
But it's the royal family right now who's damaging the reputation of the country. Based on what I've seen so far, it's the royal family who's doing that.
Windsor should be binding the nation together, setting an example of idealized family life.
With what I've seen, with the pedophile and all of that, this is what they stand for, pretty much. Okay, they give voices for pedos and all of that. They protect the pedos. Well, God is gonna push through, because God has been trying to push through this BS. God is gonna push through. Okay, morality will stand up.
It's a situation that cannot help but affect the stability of the country. For years.
It's just too bad that they really cloud the mind of the Brits. Unfortunately, the vast majority of Brits are in hypnotism. Not all of them who get into that hypnotism. Some of them see the truth. There's a lot of them with what happened to Bojo. If it wasn't decent Brits with good journalism, principle, integrity, Bojo will still be there. But then again, what we have now is still the same thing, just a different face. In other words, they give the Brits what they want, not what they need. Alright, they want to pretend that they're not a racist family, so they put that one and said, okay, we're not racist, this is what we are. But yet they continue, not what the people in the UK need, like food, shelter, clothing, and heating. Alright, all of this play into all of the thing that I'm saying.
Years I've called for a more modern monarchy that reflects the world outside.
I don't think. Okay, Harry was the one to help the monarchy modernize. But what did they do? They kicked him out along with his wife, because his wife was mixed race.
If you want to be private, go back to America and live privately. It's pretty straightforward.
Isn't what mixed race, but they don't want that, so they threw him out. So they're not this. They're still in the whatever Stone Age, pretty much.
It's my behaviour that's threatening its survival. You, as future king, have a duty.
People will never understand how it's really been for me.
I just can't imagine a young wife who yearned for her husband. I just can't imagine. She's not getting that. They wanted her to just sit there, be abused, be disrespectful, and then when they need her to go to an engagement and then just dress up and go. Meanwhile, the husband is having all the fun with the side piece. I mean, this is not normal. This is not normal. My goodness, a beautiful lady as well. They want her to be a freaking mannequin and mistreating her in public.
I never stood a chance.
Oh my God. Just looking here, you could feel the agony. Can you imagine that? You're sitting in a freaking room, yearning for your husband to at least spend some time with you. She didn't get that. Maybe throughout her time, that engagement ring, she should just remove it, just let it sit there. Maybe that was the thing holding her down. Alright, but let's continue. It was a curse ring. Look at it, just when I thought about it, this is what it was, a curse ring from the get-go.
She's at breaking point because of the way she feels she's been treated. They see her as a threat.
Remember the one condition, the one rule. You remain loyal to this family.
You're silent.
Yes.
They want everybody to be loyal to them, but they can't give you an inch of loyalty back. This is sick.
It's a system, for better or for worse. We're all stuck in it.
Nah, we don't have
it's
to.
All about to erupt.
She opens her mouth and hand grenades come out. She wants to tear down the temple.
Let's go for it.
What the hell is she doing?
I won't go quietly. I'll battle till the end.
Our glories belong to the past. And the world.
Our glory belongs to the past. And they want to recreate the past. Force feed people their barbaric kind of behavior. Oh my God.
We'll move on. And we'll be left with nothing.
Yep, that's what happened. When you want everything, you're gonna end up with nothing.
How did it come to this?
You should have speak up. You should speak up and protect all those other ones, not just your blood relatives. Alright, so that's that. I can't believe I still review it again. I know you guys are annoyed by it, but YouTube will definitely block me. Okay, the only time her age is actually cast appropriately is when they're doing the divorce story, when she is doing the terrible deed of telling the truth in the interview. And an interview, The Crown. The royal are trying to get people to boycott a series, using Diana as a victim of an unscrupulous interview. She lived 4 years after the interview and never retracted a thing. That's a good point. That is a very good point. She never retracted a thing. Once again, they are using her, hoping Tampon-gate and Andrew won't reach so many viewers. Okay, they may as well give up. That's true, because more people are signing up for Netflix. Okay, I agree. They are just pulling more attention to it, and the people who say they won't watch it will, because more judgment is their pleasure. Alright, people in the UK with subscription have cancelled them. We're fed up with Yanks introducing our nation and world family. But the first couple season, you guys were fine with it. The Queen loved to watch it and all of that. Okay, no, they haven't. Of course, this is just BS. Alright, haha, booty. What is that? Ian, global citizen. Oh, what happened? I haven't seen some of his tweet. What happened to him? Blocked. What happened? I don't know. I don't know what happened. The Crown. Had my hair done today. Everyone was appalled by Charles. American pretty much side with Diana and Harry. The Crown. Of course. Yeah, most Americans don't think highly of Harry. These are the pay troll. Definitely a pay troll. Most American are, let's just say this is opposite of what she's saying. Okay, I agree wholeheartedly. I watched series 4 last night. They have made Diana look like a simpleton. She was 20 when she married Charles. Camilla deceived and manipulated Princess Diana, pretending to be her friend when she was having sex with Charles. Devastating for anyone. Of course. Of course. They thought she was a dummy. They could manipulate her. Alright, and she knew that ahead of time. In a way, yes, but people around her forced her to go along with that. Okay, don't forget Diana had the affair come after. When she went to all 3 key players. She spoke to Charles to come back to her.
5 years into the marriage, Diana said she suspected her husband had gone back to Camilla Parker Bowles, and she confronted him about it.
I remember saying to my husband, why this lady around? And he said, well, I refused to be the only Prince of Wales who never had a mistress.
Charles claimed that he's not the only royal heir, whatever, I'm paraphrasing, who ever had a mistress. Okay, she went to Camilla, spoke to Camilla face to face, all right, to say leave her husband alone.
And I was terrified of her. And I said, Camilla, I'd just like you to know that I know exactly what's going on. And she said, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, I know what's going on between you and Charles. And I just want you to know that. And she said to me, very interesting, she said to me, you've got everything you've ever wanted. All the men in the world fall in love with you. You've got 2 beautiful children, what more would you want? And I didn't believe what she said anyway.
She went to the Queen. Alright, the Queen said, what am I supposed to do?
So she decided to go straight to the top and appeal to the Queen herself, her mother-in-law.
Diana had hoped to get support from the Queen. She was sorely disappointed. According to the princess, the Queen turned a cold shoulder to her appeal for help.
The princess described an emotional scene inside the walls of Buckingham Palace.
And I was sobbing, and I said, what do I do? I'm coming to you, what do I do? And she said, I don't know what you should do. Charles was hopeless. And that was it. That was help.
All three key players within that who made her marriage impossible, she spoke to all of them. None of them wanted to do anything about it. What do you expect from a young woman who, hey, I don't know, who in the right mind doesn't want her husband to do what her husband's supposed to do to them? Okay, I don't know how sainthood you are, but if you married to someone, you expect that to happen. I'm not saying the word, but come on. After that, she did what she was supposed to do. She fought for her husband, but nobody wanted to do anything, including the two key players. Camilla was married with kids during the whole affair. Yep, she wanted everything. That's the thing. She wanted everything. Diana was married with kids through her multiple... please, this is BS. Just BS. So it's okay then. What Camilla did is fine. The gaslighting, the humiliation is okay, because 5 years after Diana's relationship ended, she had affairs. Look at what they continue to do to her. I think I shared this in another. So let's move on. Okay, in Diana's voice coach tapes, she admitted to an affair in 1985 with her. No. Don't twist that. I know what she's talking about. She had feeling for the bodyguard. Okay, but when Charles suspect, okay, there's a big difference. Having feeling for someone but never extrude that feeling. It wasn't an affair. She never told him about how she felt about him. Okay, but when Charles suspect Diana had feeling for the bodyguard, the guy died. She didn't even know what happened to him. When she found out he passed, she went and put flowers into his grave, and then after that there was something. She had a dream or something. It's like one of those you can't really explain. This is how the universe is. You felt something that was really harsh on your chest, and then after that just calmed down. Okay, so I know what she's talking about. Having feeling for somebody and then to express that feeling and act upon it is two different things.
And trapped in a life she knew was a lie.
She thought that he was seeing Camilla, and she said to me, jealousy, rage. I mean, she was just out of control.
Even though Diana would soon take a lover of her own, her writing instructor James Hewitt, she said she still wanted to force her husband to come back to her. So she decided to go straight to the top and appeal to the Queen herself.
Why she didn't wait till 5 years after? Nah, they're twisting word. If you see what's on the screen, you could read it.
But even before she married, she was beginning to worry her destiny might be a curse. Certainly, she never pictured sharing Charles with another woman. Camilla Parker Bowles was the prince's longtime girlfriend, confidant, and hunting partner in the years before Diana arrived on the scene, and she didn't exactly make herself scarce once Diana and Charles were engaged.
This is just BS. Alright? I know what she's talking about. She's twisting it. This is what they want people to believe, but it's not true. Alright? Nobody is boycotting the crown, people. I, for one, will be binge watching with my beans and toast breakfast next weekend. All the uproar is just making people more interesting. Okay, if anything, Netflix subscription have gone through the roof, all because the British royal family and the British media promote the show. Yep. Let's see this. As it should, every nook and cranny of the earth should see what type of dirty, sneaky lowlife the king and his consort are. I hope they dubbed it in 16 language like Harry's book so everyone can see it. Abolish the monarchy. There's a bat. Okay, who's the bat? This? Whatever. Mr. Reno. Okay, I don't know. Okay, Sam, apart from the beans and toast part, because this season I'm definitely watching it. We don't eat it. B on tea for breakfast. What's B on tea? I don't know. Butter and toast. Okay, I don't know. Everyone who claimed they won't watch is waiting for the ninth with bated breath. You and me both with my coffee and breakfast snack. Okay, we are just going to see just how dirty Camilla and Charles really was toward Queen Diana. Okay, I can't wait to watch. It's painful to those guilty, and it explains a lot. The country love Diana. They can't take that away and try to change the narrative. More truth will come out. Okay, me too. Can't wait. I'm so excited for season 5. Finally finished season 4. Okay, I'll be watching with my coffee and toasted bagel and jelly. What was it? There was something that I was saying. I was just thinking. Okay, me too. What was it? Narrative. Okay, I forgot. Let's go to the next tweet. Okay, I'm almost an hour. I was thinking of something and then it just went. Okay. Oh, the thing is the Crown season 5. It's one of the season that pretty much I was reading on one of my videos. I think the more recent videos is that the Crown this season is pretty much is based on what Charles and Diana have said, have made public. All right, there's a couple books that Charles have written. I don't know if he read it or ghostwriter, whatever biographies that was written about him, that they got some of those things from. Okay, the script from. So it's not like they took this out of nowhere. Okay, Lacey, The Crown season 5 is centered on absolutely solid fact. It's all too true. All right, maybe I should read that. All right, there's me here 7 hours ago. They choose the wrong season to be complaining about. That's me here. Okay, I think he has been reading my tweets about The Crown. It is absolutely my conclusion that the royal family problem, The Crown, is that season 5 is too close to the truth. The Crown is documentary. Okay, that's absolutely the truth. We read about it and many of us watch it happen. Yeah, we are still alive. If it was, let's say, in 200 years they were making this, okay, maybe they will get away with it. Okay, if the institution still exists. But many of the people who are living now have witnessed it, have seen it. Many of us are witness. All right, we read about it and many of us watch it happen. Yes ma'am. 100. Also, let's not forget it was Lacey who added bits to his original book about the two brothers and wrote that William referred to Meghan as the bloody woman. All right, he's been both siding for the longest, but now his fellow royal experts are calling him a traitor for his consultancy for Netflix. He's been doing it since season 1. No name calling till this season. What is it? Maybe I read that on my last video, because he received was it CBM, whatever, one of those medals the British royal family usually give. And then the season, the couple season of The Crown have received a lot of awards, and you know, the monarch was okay with it until even that Robert Lacey, who helped The Crown, okay, get the script or whatever, you know, as a how do you call this, as a historian, he received some stuff from Charles. I think Charles even put the thing around his neck. So what the hell is he complaining about? Yeah, so let me, I'm here. Fuck, that's not what I wanted. So this, I think I read it already. I think it was through that I read it. Okay, he's been both siding for the longest, but now his fellow royal expert are calling him a traitor for his consultancy for Netflix. He's been doing it since season 1. No name calling till this season. All are hypocrites. They line up to sell their crap to any royal docuseries. Alright, so that's the thing, because the mouthpiece, what is it, the royal family sent their mouthpiece to trash him, that's all.
Much of the negativity towards the couple is coming from within the royal family. The royal family and staff of the royal family are the ones that are very often leaking these stories to the press.
We know The Crown is a documentary. Oh dear, Lacey is earning his coins with Netflix while Crown producers. British press will not be amused. There's a laugh. Okay, the actors are way too good looking to represent Charles and Camilla. Also, Johnny Lee Miller as John Major. I didn't think anything will even make me go off that man, but here we are. They better give us the Tampax phone call episode. That's the only reason I'll be watching. Exactly. Let's see. Hogwash. It's use real people and embellish the truth. I refuse to watch it out of respect for our royal family, working royals, that is. Whatever, do what you do. Okay, me too, not watching garbage. Okay, that's fine. But just because you don't want to watch, that doesn't mean the rest of the people who wants to watch it have to follow too. Okay, the world witness it in real time and knew about it from newscasts, newspapers, books, interviews, and events of the day. The Crown is well researched. However, their care in this historical fiction is squandered by the Windsors, who remain a self-serving hush clan. Okay, we know there's this. The bow and script comment is so true. That's why they were pissed that Meghan had dignity and her own ideas. That's why I can't wait for Charles to lose his shit about this season and give them more content. The squad love mess. They love mess. Alright, next tweet. There's more comment, but let's move on. The squad love mess. Alright, Charles will take Archie and Lily's titles away. It's not the flex royalists think it is. It doesn't reflect poorly on Archie and Lily's parents, nor does it reflect badly on the two little ones. It was always Charles' plan to take away the titles. Their mother is black. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's just noise they're making for themselves, okay? For themselves. We know, especially when President Obama was telling during his speech recently, and I think I put it in one of those videos, where he said, that's not what Americans stand for. It's hard work, core values, dignity, respect, and all of that. Basic respect. This is what American is all about.
The kind of slash and burn politics that we're seeing right now, that doesn't have to be who we are. We can be better. And it has nothing to do, by the way, with political correctness or being too woke. It's about fundamental values that my grandparents from Kansas taught me. Values I grew up with, values you grew up with, values we try to teach our kids.
There it is.
Values we learn in churches and mosques and synagogues and temples. Honesty, fairness,
thank you,
opportunity, hard work, values that Josh Shapiro and John Fetterman stand for, values that Joe Biden stands for, values that were enshrined in our founding documents a few miles from here, a clarion call for freedom and equality that Philly's own Liberty Bell represents.
And when I shared that video, and I think I put a clip of Meghan. So all this nonsense that the royal family was yapping about, it's just noise.
So that I may talk. Squirrel.
You desired squirrel.
And to the thin air. Harry and Meghan don't care about that. Okay, when Charles do take Archie and Elizabeth's title, the rest of the Commonwealth will never accept him again. Half of those countries are African and Caribbean countries. How can you treat your biracial grandbabies that way? He screwed big time. And the thing is that the way he thought, whatever his original, his initiative plan, okay, whatever he thought, you know, the crazy thing that goes in their head, but when reality strike and they realize that's not how it is, but to save face, they keep going down the spiral nonsense, all right, to force feed people. This is the way I want you to see it. They're force feeding people to accept their ways, and meanwhile they're destroying themselves. Okay, some African and Commonwealth countries will continue to tap dance for the colonizer. Sadly, yeah, that's true. Okay, they have titles of His and Her Royal Highness, Prince and Princesses. Unless Charles take those away, they effectively become so the day he was calling His Majesty. Oh well, why does he keep talking about how he will do this and that? Let him take them, and hoping he will be ready for a tsunami that will come his way. Alright, he should go ahead and do it. That's what I'm saying. Just do it. Talking about all this nonsense, I'm gonna do this, and you know, the anticipation to make his the royalists look all excited. Just do it.
So that I may talk. Squirrel.
But they like to the cliffhanger, you know, for their royalists. Those people aren't depending on him for food and shelter. Thank you. Somebody sees that. Food and shelter. This is the basic of basic. I've been saying this for a very long time. Okay, food, shelter, air, you know, this kind of thing. This is what all human need, the basic of basic, and take care of the land to, you know, to have all of this. Even shelter, God didn't give you shelter. You have to make the shelter yourself, with natural resources and all of that. But these people, the royal family, think this is who they are. They are that. And this is why they keep on taking things away from people when they finally give you a little inch back, a little crumbs back, and then you could see them as this grandeur kind of thing. When in fact, they just took away the things that you were supposed to have from the get-go. All right, or they give you back things you were supposed to have in the first place. Okay, technically they do. Charles is not acknowledging them, but they legally are until he takes steps to remove. Okay, he is going to do it too and try to blame Harry and Meghan. Whatever. I actually know they do, but he's not acknowledging it. All I'm saying is they've been living their life without being recognized by their birthright. If Chuck decides to take them permanently, they'll still be fine. This is the thing I've been saying. They will still be fine. It will just tell the world how much of a clown Chuck is. That's exactly that. Right? True. But the bigger point is that they call Meghan a liar for telling everyone that that was his plan all along. She called it and they denied it. Till this day, they won't admit she was right. Okay, so will that change something in their lives? Nope. Next, if the titles don't work, they'll ask their DNA. That's the thing I keep on saying. They're saying things about the title. What is it? In this video, I was just reading one of the comments saying, oh, Harry, he dare or she dares Harry to give back the title. No, it was a gift. If Harry gives that up, or if they take the titles away, they're going to create another issues with Harry. They have no leverage anymore. That's the problem that they have. They have no leverage on Harry and Meghan anymore. All right, let's read what's on the screen and then move on. Charles has been looking for an excuse to hide behind, but it has always been his intention to strip titles from the children, as Meghan told us. Okay, what people will remember is that he took away his mixed grandchildren titles away, but he cannot eradicate his bloodline from them. They are royal and will always be royal. That's a very good point. Okay, I think I've said this but in a different sense, but she's absolutely right. Okay, and their mother warned us months ago during her interview. At the end of the day, we did not expect anything better from this king and the British royal family. Racism is merely being code for his sausage to menace. All right, next tweet. There's more comment, but let's move on. Okay, now we're into archetype. Yeah, they are so mad today. Tuesday is coming and they are scared as F. Alright, I'm trying to manage expectation because I don't want to go through this again. I think tomorrow, because this video that I'm doing, I was supposed to do it in the morning. Right now it's 10:30 p.m. So I think tomorrow I'm just gonna chill, probably watch there's so many things I need to catch up. Maybe some of the Sussex Squad podcasts that I've been V specifically. She put I don't know if she put anything recently, but there's two videos she put, I think sometime last month. I never really got a chance to finish watching. Each time I watch it, I fall asleep. Alright, no matter what. Even today, that's why I was completely knocked out on the couch. I finished edit whatever I did this morning, okay, and then took a shower, you know, went and watched TV, and I fell asleep. My husband went to play basketball with my oldest. They came back. I had no clue that when they came back. And I got up like around maybe 9:30-ish or something like that. And then just got up and said, you know what? Let me start early. Whatever videos that I was supposed to do around 2 a.m. And this is it right now. All right. I think that's it. PTSD from 2016. Okay. This is the whole truth. Okay. You love to see it. Yes. Feeling cautiously optimistic. They're just gonna create another squirrel to distract people. We need to remember that when they start talking about something else comes Tuesday, is to prevent us from talking about archetype. Okay, you know, about the podcast. It's just the squirrel thing. Next tweet. Karma is no joke, but she does have a sense of humor. Alright, so this, when I saw it, I quickly put it on my community board. I didn't say much. I was about to turn off the computer and I saw it. I took a screenshot and put it on my community board. Alright, Karma knows everyone's address and her wingman is a cow. There's the laugh. Let's see here. Thank you, Hero Cow. Alright, that's from the Mirror. Okay, Jeremy Clarkson suffering with smashed testicle after cow attacked him. You know what I'm thinking about? The elephant who traveled miles away to go to that funeral of that dead woman and went and scratched to the... I don't know if some of you knew about that story. It's on one of my videos. All right, there's that. That was in what is it? January. That was in January 4, 2022, earlier this year. Right, Jeremy Clarkson claimed he doubts Meghan Markle's tears at Queen's funeral were real. Okay, so the cow acted way before that. Those people, when you look at these old people who's talking about the crown, not the crown, the movie, but the monarchy itself, these are the people who's been enshrined, their brain have been subjected to the crown, to the monarch. Jeremy Clarkson doubt Meghan Markle's tears at Queen Elizabeth funeral were real. You know what? How do you know how somebody feel? All right, how do you know? My goodness. In other words, the way Meghan was feeling at that time, they even want to control Meghan's feeling as well, for them to bash her. I can't believe these people. Even your own freaking emotion, they want to control that as well. These people are fully evil. I think each time I keep on reading more into the royal family, or the Brits in particular, not all, the more I think some of the things that I've said as my humble opinion are actually true. How the hell somebody will tell you, you think, you know, you're dismissive of what somebody was feeling? Sometimes you can even control your emotion when certain things are happening. You will try to hold certain tears, and then this is what happened. You know? So, baggage for God. Alright? Like the cow already did. Okay, Karma needs to show up again, because the cow inciting happened before Betty funeral. He needs a reminder. That's what I'm thinking too. Yep. That's truly wicked, but I won't hold it against you. Alright. Hey, you know, that's why I said baggage for God. Alright, DPD-da-do, DPD-ya. My oh my, what a wonderful day. Yeah, it happened a long time ago, so before the Queen's funeral. Well, I guess the cow wanted to know if his testicles were real. Okay, oh my, there's this bet that brought real tears to his eyes. That is true. That brought real tears to his eye. Man, I have been real tears. There's a laugh. Witnessing karma. The way karma is taking them, one makes me smile. It will get all one after the other. Why? Who needs payback when karma is on your side? Alright, let's move on to the next week. And I put a space here. I don't know if the next 3 tweets that I have was supposed to be for another video. Whatever it may be. Yeah. From this point on, that probably another video that will be for my other channel that's gonna talk about Twitter. Okay, the next, now I remember, the next tweets, 3 tweets is about Twitter, and one of them I see I have LOL. All right. If you don't pay the $8, your tweet will be suppressed by
For me, it's an added member of the family. It's another team player as part of the bigger team. And you know, for all of us, all we want to do is be able to carry out the right engagements, carry out our work, and try and encourage others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.